So, what was it, last week, I think? Maybe? Depends on how I upload these, I guess, because I just filmed like 3 of these intros all at once. But this is what I made as a Western Bowie. Hopefully, hopefully you've seen the video. If not, I probably won't remember to put a link to it, but it's in my channel probably fairly recently. But anyway, so I made this, and so my dad's birthday is coming up, and I'm like, I should make him a little something, but I want to make something unique. So I decided, like, what if I take this design, but then shrink it down to this, where I have this like little tiny little Bowie knife, and all. This still works. I've actually made like usable knives that are smaller than this, and it's got a decent handle to it. It's, it's small, but it's not a big knife. Doesn't need to have one. And of course, this one has full tang, as you can see. This one has a hidden tang. This isn't full, doesn't go all the way through, but it goes to probably about here where my pinky is. So it's your hand's holding it. And again, for something big like this, full tang is very necessary. But for something little like this, you're not going to have anything that's going to necessarily require something that durable. I mean, if you're chopping, this probably don't have enough force to really chop wood or anything. So, not to mention it's not what's going to be used for. It'll probably look pretty. But again, it's a nice little knife. I haven't actually tested this one yet, but will soon. I mean, you've already seen tests of it and will at the end of the video, but I haven't done that yet because, editing and all that. So anyway, this is a fun little build, and just a nice little, fairly functional knife. And yeah, hope you enjoy.
Okay, now I've got the blade forged out, ground, sanded, and basically ready for heat treat. I'm gonna start making my guard. Since I'm gonna heat this up in the forge, I don't want to ruin any heat treat temper I add to this when I heat this up and forge the shape. What I did is I had a couple 3/16 holes. Kind of tried to drill out one in the middle. Didn't work out so well, but whatever, I tried. Which is basically the thickness of this. This is actually a little wider, but I'll file the shape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the angle grinder, cut that space out, then I'll take a file or whatever it takes, file this in where it's close, and then go to the forge, and then hammer it until it's nice and snug along the tang here, making a nice fit. Then I'll probably, hammer it to, fit a little bit, sand it, do whatever I need to get the fit the way I want it to. Another quick thing before I heat treat the blade and get that shaped. I have this nice piece of hickory here, just a scrap piece, drilled a hole nicely through it all the way. That's gonna be where the tang fits in. Gonna heat up that, burn it through here. Of course, can't do that before heat treating the blade for obvious reasons. So anyway, I can heat that up and shove it down there, burning a nice hole all the way through. And I learned, especially with hickory, you always want a vent hole, even if it does not go all the way through, which this will almost go all the way through, but not quite. So you definitely want a vent hole of some kind. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. So always make sure there's a vent hole. Just always do that. Okay, got my handle on here. Honestly, I thought this was hickory. I think it's hickory, but I'm honestly beginning to question what it is. But it's been in my shop for a while, so who knows. It didn't quite go on straight. Usually I like to line up with the spine and then have the blade kind of belly out a little bit, but this is not going to be shaped that way. So I'm just going to kind of have it to where it's like, just expands out from the tip instead of flat. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my belt sander, kind of work the profile, get some shape with the angle grinder, and then I'll just hand sand it and stain it from there. Hopefully I can get a decent handle on this. Again, this isn't going to be a full-size Bowie knife, but it's still a decent knife, and I want it to have a good handle too. Have it